We'll wait for 1 minute more, guys, and then we'll start.
Okay. Sohil, do you have this OneNote link handy? Can you please share it on the chat?
Sure, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, let's start. So before we proceed and start discussing and deploying the backup resources or backup services on Azure, anyone has any questions on the task which we did yesterday, whatever we discussed yesterday? Anyone has any questions on that? Is it clear to all of you, whatever we discussed yesterday with respect to backup?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I did discuss about VSS, right? Uh, can one of you explain what is VSS?
It's a volume shared services which is found in Windows operating system that is used for backup purposes to run the backup successfully from one machine to the destination.
Good, but it is not shared services. That is a different service. It is shadow service.
Okay.
Yeah, VSS. It's, it's specifically for Windows machines. Okay, it doesn't apply to Linux. It is a service on Windows machine. Okay, so before we start deploying resources on Azure and look at the backup and backup policy and everything, there is one more thing which I need to tell you guys, and you guys will have to either remember it or keep it in front of you at the time of interview. Do whatever you want, but you should know this at least. ये जो इतना टेबल है, you should know this. You don't have to understand this. Understanding में हम लोग नहीं चाह रहे हैं इसके. The question can come, or an interviewer may ask you, uh, what are the snapshot consistencies, or there are how many types are there for snapshot. Okay, so these are the three types: application consistency, file system consistency, and crash consistency. What is the difference between them? You can read it here. यहाँ पर पूरा डिटेल में दिया हुआ है. रिकवरी, अगर कोई एप्लीकेशन कंसिस्टेंसी में ये हुआ है, बैकअप हुआ है, then what do you get? Let's say if a backup was if a machine was backed up using application consistency, then what all can you recover? So while recovering a VM with an app consistent snapshot, VM boots up, there is no data corruption or loss. तो किसी भी तरह का कोई डेटा करप्शन और लॉस नहीं होगा if it was an application consistency. If it was a file system consistency, then you are recovering a VM with a file system consistency snapshot. Then the VM will boot up. There's no data corruption or loss. App needs to be implemented with their own fix-up mechanism. तो यहाँ पर भी कुछ खास लॉस होगा नहीं, बट इसमें एक जो आपको फिक्सअप रन करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, आई एम टेलिंग यू, इफ यू डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड दिस, इट्स वेल एंड गुड. इसमें इसको समझने की और इसमें टाइम स्पेंड करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन बस इतना ही आएगा कि स्नैपशॉट कंसिस्टेंसी क्या है. डू यू नो द स्नैपशॉट कंसिस्टेंसी? You will say yes, there are three: application consistency, file system, or and क्रैश कंसिस्टेंसी। और अगर इफ यू थिंक के तीन नहीं भी याद आ रहे, दीज टू आर इंपॉर्टेंट, एप्लीकेशन कंसिस्टेंसी एंड क्रैश कंसिस्टेंसी। क्रैश कंसिस्टेंसी में क्या होता है कि आप जब वीएम को ये करते हो, स्टार्ट करते हो, तो इसमें थोड़ा बहुत जो है डेटा लॉस होने के चांसेस है, दैट यू कैन रीड हियर। और ये कब होता है? Is it in your hand that किस तरह का snapshot लेना है? No, it is not. If your VM is shut down at the time of backup, backup suppose मैंने select कर रखा है 5 PM every day. Okay, so let's say that I have selected 5 PM every day backup should run. So immediately कोई approximately 16:45 या 4:55 या 45 मिनट पे मेरा सर्वर शट डाउन हो गया, एंड आई डोंट इवन नो दैट, और मेरा सर्वर शट डाउन ही पड़ा है, बट 5 o'clock उसका बैकअप तो रन होगा ही। वन क्वेश्चन, कैन आई रन अ बैकअप व्हेन मशीन इज शट डाउन?
No, you have to switch on the machine.
And what about the replication? Can I replicate a machine when machine is shut down?
So backup will be possible, but replication won't be, because we saw yesterday, I think so, there was a
Yes.
message.
Yes, you're correct. So see, backup can be done. Replication
Okay, I
cannot
got
be.
confused with two. Yeah.
No, sure. Okay, so is it in your hand, the snapshot consistency? No. If your machine is shut down at the time of backup, then it will be a crash consistent snapshot. Here it is. If your machine is running, up and running, then it will be your application consistency snapshot. And if your machine is running, but your VSS writers are failed, the VSS service which I showed you guys, if let's say that is stopped, that is not working for some reason, your machine is on, but VSS writers are not working. It is called VSS service or VSS writers, anything, it's fine. Okay, if your VSS writers are not working, then it will be a file system consistency snapshot. Is it clear? If machine is on, then application consistent snapshot. If machine is on and VSS writers are not working, then file system consistency snapshot. If machine is shut down, then crash consistency snapshot. What is the difference here? No data loss, nothing here. There are few chances of data loss. Even if it is not there, you'll have to run a fix or something on your application once at the time of restore. And here you will have some of the data loss. VM अगर shut down है तो data corruption के issues आ सकते हैं. Is it clear to everyone? You don't have to understand it if you are not getting it कि क्या है VSS writer down कैसे check करेंगे. No, that no one is going to ask you that. Though we have those commands, if you want I can share it with you, but जितना आप ज्यादा करोगे downloading उतना आप लोगों के लिए ज्यादा होगा, उतना ज्यादा याद करना होगा. Knowledge कभी harm नहीं करता है, but you should have that sort of time और उतनी energy और उतना याद रख सकते हो आप लोग, तो it's well and good. I can show it to you right now that how to check and how to start them. But वो वैसे भी Windows का काम होगा, Windows admin का काम होगा. You just need to know कि application snapshot consistency होती है. Snapshot consistency, there are 3 types: application, file and crash. Application कब होगा? When machine is up and running. File system होगा when machine is up and running but VSS writers are not working. And crash consistency कब होगा? जब machine sudden shut down है. And at the time of backup अगर फिर भी shut down हो जाती है machine, let's say backup में 1 घंटा लगता है. When backup started, machine was on, और 15 minutes में machine shut down हुई, backup still चल रहा है. It will still be crash consistent. Any doubt? Anyone? Meanwhile, you can read this whenever you have time. Make sure to go through this thoroughly, अच्छे से. Yes, guys. Anyone has any doubt? Amit, Sanmitra, Shahrukh, Srishti, Yogesh.
No, it's clear.
Clear.
छोड़ समझ में आया सबके? ठीक है, it's not a big deal. No one is going to ask you to explain anything. कोई नहीं पूछने वाला है कि VSS writers कैसे देखेंगे, ये क्या है, वो क्या. No one is going to ask you that. A simple question might come, मतलब based on our interviews जो last batch के साथ हम लोगों ने दिए थे, जितने भी मैंने observe किए, ऑलमोस्ट दूसरे और तीसरे इंटरव्यू में इफ वी हैव गिवन 30 इंटरव्यूज तो उसमें से 18 इंटरव्यूज में ये क्वेश्चन डेफिनेटली था, ठीक है। एंड दैट टू इफ अ पर्सन इज फोकसिंग ऑन स्टोरेज, अगर कोई स्टोरेज के पार्ट पे ज्यादा फोकस नहीं कर रहा है, सब वैसे ही नहीं आने वाला है आपको, बट इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ बैकअप, ठीक है। वन क्विक क्वेश्चन, स्नैपशॉट वर्सेस बैकअप, इसमें आई ऑलरेडी आस्क्ड यू, मशीन शटडाउन है तो कर सकते हैं, यानी आई होप दैट इज क्लियर एज ऑफ नाउ, राइट?
Yes, yeah.
What about region? If my machine is in East US region and I want to take backup, where do I have to create my service recovery vault?
On the same location,
Same
East
region?
US.
Okay.
Yeah, same region.
What about replication?
Replication is also on the same region, I think.
Okay. What about others? What do you think, guys?
Replication will be a different region, I think, because the thing is like when a region gets down or stops working, we are trying to shift our infrastructure to a different region for higher.
Okay, that is maybe your thinking, or maybe your planning for your infrastructure. Which is correct and good. Technically, let's say that I want to create this. I want to have this on the same region. Is it technically, is it possible? Okay, you're planning. I like it. Fine. User says that it's okay. But technically, is it possible if a user is admin and he wants to say, नहीं मुझको मेरा service recovery vault same region पे ही रखना है for replication? Technically, is it possible?
Yes, I think so. It was, we did it, right? It was showing
No.
the replication at the same location.
No, that's not possible.
Okay.
Both things are not possible technically. If you are configuring your backup, technically it is not possible to go to any other region. If you have a virtual machine in East US, you will have to create your service recovery vault in East US. You can create another one, but then it is not useful for you, can't see. And when it comes to replication, you will have to transfer, you will have to create it to some other region. Hey, just give me a minute, I'll check. Sorry about that. Right. So is it clear to everyone? Yes, guys, is it clear to everyone that if you are talking about backup, then it has to be in same region. And when you're talking about replication, it has to be in different region.
Yes.
Okay, I've shared that image in WhatsApp group. Okay. Make sure you read it thoroughly, remember it. If you can understand it, it's well and good. If not, at least remember it as an answer. Okay, now let's go and start creating our backup. We'll start configuring our backup. So here I have 3 machines. This one we will not be able to use. Why not? Because our recovery vault is in East US. So this machine is not useful for us. I'll leave this one. I'll leave this one as well. We'll keep this shut down and then we will see कि किस तरह का backup जो है वो बनता है. And I'll turn on this machine और इसका एक backup लेंगे. So we'll backup 2 machines, एक ये और एक ये. एक को हम shut down करके रखेंगे, एक को हम running mode में backup लेंगे. But before we take backup, what is needed? Yes, guys. Before we take a backup, what is required?
Machine should be in running state.
Recovery vault.
Yes.
Sorry, service vault.
Right. No, it is not required. Even if your machine is shut down, then also you can take a backup. From day one also, if it is shut down, you can configure backup, you can take backup. Both things you can do, even if your machine is shut down. For replication, your machine has to be in running condition. Okay. So we'll require a recovery service vault, which we have already created. I hope you guys remember now, or do you want me to create another one? Yes, guys. Do you want me to create another one, or do you remember that? How did we create this? Yes, Amit, Sanmitra, Srishti, Yogesh.
Can you please create it again?
Sure.
Meanwhile, one question, sir. So
Yes.
for replication, we
Yes.
have to the machine should be on. So if we put a shutdown timer on for on a machine and replication is going on, if the machine stops, the replication will also stop.
Yes.
It will fail. It won't fail, right?
No, it won't fail.
Okay.
Okay. So this is how we create a new one. You come here, you search for, you come here, let's say that you are on home page. Recovery service vault. You can search here or you will get it in recently used. If you have not used it, you'll have to search it. You will see the existing recovery service vaults here. You can click on create, select subscription, select your resource group, give a name, region. This is very important, guys. If your machines are in West US and you are creating your vault in East US, then you will not be able to use that. Clear?
Yes.
It's very simple to create it, only 2 or 3 clicks and then your vault will be ready. But it is not yet configured. The vault is there, but we have to configure it now. We'll do that. But is it clear now?
Yes, clear.
Okay.
So in production, they try to keep all the machines in one region only.
No.
Just to okay.
No. One thing, guys, yes, could you raise this? I mean, I would have covered this, but later on, but now you have already asked, so I covered that topic. In production, guys, यहाँ पर जो हम लोग है ना, बहुत हम लोग clumsy काम करते हैं थोड़ा सा, क्लियर काम नहीं होता है, and still फिर भी हमारे पास how many resource groups we have, इतने सारे वैसे भी मिल गए. But in production, what will happen that if a new application is there, which is in East US, और ईस्ट यूएस में एग्जिस्टिंग और 4-5 एप्लीकेशन चल रहे हैं, एक ये 6th एप्लीकेशन है सपोज ईस्ट यूएस में, they will still go ahead and create a new resource group. They will create a new VNet for that. They will create a new subnet for that. They will create a new vault for that. Production environment में you will see thousands of subscriptions and thousands of resource group. बहुत सारे numbers में दिखेंगे आपको, बहुत huge infrastructure दिखता है. Why? अभी हम लोग कैसे करते हैं यहाँ पर normally see, I had to create 2 machines and 2 vaults. एक जो है इसका वेस्ट यूरोप का है, 2 ईस्ट यूएस के है. What did I do? सबको मैंने एक ही रिसोर्स ग्रुप में ये कर दिया. Why? Because we have to practice. मुझको quickly delete करना है. But when it comes to production environment, they will never ever do that. Naming convention follow होगा, एक चीज तो बहुत clearly होगा, तो इसी तरह से random कुछ भी नहीं दिखेगा आपको, right? Everything will have a naming convention. Second चीज, for every application, for everything, they will have separate database, सब कुछ separate होगा, एक resource group होगा, उसका एक VNet अलग होगा, उसका subnet अलग होगा, मे बी उसी रेंज में कोई और एप्लीकेशन चल रहा होगा उनका, एंड इट इज वेरी इजी फॉर देम कि वहां से उस सबनेट में एक आईपी ले लिया जाए वहां से. फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पर अमित के इसमें सेम इसमें बहुत कुछ चल रहा है, एंड ही हैज 256 IPs remaining, and my new application wants only one IP. I'll still not go ahead and take anything from here. I'll go ahead and create a new resource group. उसका एक नया VNet बनाऊंगा, छोटा सा बनाऊंगा. If I required only one, तो जो भी minimum है हमारा cider, what is the minimum cider we can use, by the way? Let's see if you guys remember. Yes, guys, minimum cider.
256.
No, that's not cider.
Okay.
What
That's
is the cider value which we can use minimum?
after the slash?
Yes,
I think it's 29.
29, right? I hope you remember, guys. Do not forget things. Keep practicing, keep creating machines. दो चार बार बनाकर ऐसा लगता है कि यार बहुत होगी प्रैक्टिस, बट ट्रस्ट मी, कीप प्रैक्टिसिंग. बनाओ, डिलीट करो, किसी पार्सल से डिलीट करो, मैन्युअली बनाओ, कुछ ना कुछ करते रहो पोर्टल पे, तभी आप लोगों को हैंड्स ऑन प्रैक्टिस होगी एंड यू विल रिमेंबर. सो यस, दैट इज करेक्ट. आंसर इज 29. सो मैं मिनिमम से मिनिमम छोटा सा छोटा बनाऊंगा, बट आई विल नेवर एवर यूज अदर रिसोर्स ग्रुप. उसी तरह से रिकवरी सर्विस वॉल्ट एक तरह से नहीं करूंगा. मे बी आई कीप माई मशीन इन ईस्ट यूएस या वेस्ट यूएस, कहाँ पर है वो, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, बट इस रीजन से कभी भी एक नहीं रखते कि चलो यार कम से कम ये बन जाएंगे, कम से कम आपके वॉल्ट बनेंगे या कम से कम रिसोर्स बनेंगे. नो, दैट इज नॉट द केस. They will always try to segregate and keep every application separately. In fact, for each application, they will have their test, dev, and production environment. So for one application, you will see 3 resource groups, 3 VNets, multiple subnets under that, multiple recovery service vault. That is the reason you will always see a huge infrastructure whenever it comes to production. Is it clear? And most of the time, you will see plenty of subscriptions too.